Good morning all of you. I Dr. Tomar from GS College of Commerce, Varga. Hello, hi, my dear students. Today we would be dealing with the topic, we would be dealing with the poem. This poem is included in unit number 3. Unit number 3 which carries 15 marks. There are 3 poems which have been prescribed to you. Out of the 3, this is one of the poem. The name of the poem is Invictus, which is written by William Ernest Henley. Now, let me begin with the description related to the author. William Ernest Henley was born in the year 1849, here it is mentioned, was born in the year 1849, 1903. Let me tell you the history related with William Ernest Henley. From his childhood, from the age of 12, William Ernest Henley was suffering from an infection due to a disease called tuberculosis. Due to this infection, he had become crippled. Due to this infection, his right leg had to be cut down, which infected later on his left leg also. But he was very firm in his life. Though he was crippled from the age of 12, but he struggled great miseries in his life. Now this poem, when was this poem written? This poem was written when he was hospitalized. When his leg was cut down. After that, the circumstances or the thought process which arose in his mind compelled him to write something about him. So we can say this is a motivational poem. This is an inspirational poem. This is an autobiographical poem. Now, inspirational poem means William, after reading or after going through this poem, not only you yourself, the readers, the listeners, definitely are going to be impressed or inspired by the poem written by him. All of you face many difficulties in his life, but many of them shake down after facing miseries in life, but he was never shaken in his life. Next, we can say that by reading this poem, definitely the readers would be inspired and motivated. Coming back to the word autobiographical, he is writing about himself. He is telling his own history, and therefore it is an autobiographical poem. Definitely, it reveals the attitude towards the life, his own attitude towards the life which he faced in his life. Now the meaning of this word, we are going to see at the end whether the title which has been given to the poem is apt one, suitable one, or really an appropriate one. The title, the name of the poem is Invictus, which means unconquered, undaunted. Now we are going to see whether the title at the end, I'll clearly point to you the title which has been given is really an apt one. I'm going to prove it. I'm going to tell you. Really it is a true one. It is an apt one. The meaning of this word is unconquered. Now let's begin with the poem. First, I'll tell you there are 4 stanzas. Here I've written 2 stanzas. The 2 stanzas are on the next side. Now we'll begin with the first stanza. I'll read out the stanza, you can watch here, and the meanings are also written here. Out of the night that covers me. Here the night symbolizes or means the misfortunes which Henley is facing. Surrounds, here covers with surrounds. He is surrounded with many difficulties or misfortunes in his life after his leg has been cut down. He has become crippled and therefore he feels the night is full of miseries. Second line, black as the pit from pole to pole. It is a very terrible one. The pit here refers to the hell. He is feeling that he is in the hell, and from pole to pole means from one end to another. I thank whatever gods may be. He does not believe in God, but he feels that he wants to tell God, he wants to pray that whichever God is seeing me or watching me, or whichever God might be thinking, I want to say, I thank whatever God may be for my unconquerable soul. For my unconquerable soul I am very thankful to God for whatever He has given me. For the unconquerable soul means that soul that cannot be conquered by misfortunes and miseries of life. Again, I will repeat the first paragraph. Author, or you can say the poet, is William Ernest Henley, is surrounded by miseries in his life. He has suffered so much in his life that there is total darkness in front of him, and he feels that there are different questions which are arising in his mind. उनके मन में बहुत सारे क्वेश्चंस आते हैं. उन्हें ऐसा लगता है कि अब एक पैर कट चुका है, वो आगे क्या करने वाले हैं, उनका क्या होगा, फ्यूचर क्या है, वो अनसर्टन है. Therefore बहुत सारे थॉट प्रोसेस आ रहे हैं और उन्हें ऐसा लग रहा है he is surrounded by miseries. And this night is a very terrible one, but still he is very hopeful, and he says that nobody can conquer his soul. Nobody can rule over his soul. Nobody can shake him, because nobody can beat him. Because he says himself, he has a soul that cannot be conquered by misfortunes or miseries of life. कोई उन्हें जीत नहीं पाएगा. वो इतने स्ट्रॉन्ग है, इतने फर्म है कि उन्हें ऐसा लगता है या वो कहते हैं कि nobody can conquer him. Unconquerable, a soul that cannot be conquered. I think you must have understood the first paragraph. We'll move to the second paragraph. In the fell clutch of circumstances. In the fell means यहाँ cruel, clutch है ना चुंगल, पकड़. Circumstances means surrounding. He is surrounded by such situations that he cannot escape from him. But definitely उस situation से भाग नहीं पाएंगे. फिर भी वो कहते हैं, I am not winced, nor cried aloud. ये सारे situation face करने के बाद भी, in spite of the situation which he is facing now, he is unaffected by those situations. And like people cry, but he is not crying. People cry loudly. उनका कहना है लोग जोर जोर से रोते हैं when they want to express something that they are very sad, but he says that he is not going to cry. He is going to face the situation boldly. I am not winced means I am not affected. Till now I am not affected by the situations which I am facing under the bludgeonings of chance. Bludgeonings means heavy, यहाँ लिखा है heavy blow. And facing several situations or difficulties in my life. My fate has given me so many troubles. I am facing many obstacles, hindrances in my life. Still I am not shaken by those obstacles. This shows his positivity. He is very positive in his life. He knows that being positive, he can rule the world. He can rule over himself. He can bring a change in his thought process, and therefore is very positive for himself. My head is bloody. He says that my head is full of blood, but unbowed. But never I would be conquered by anyone. I am full of difficulties. I am full of suffering from a disease which cannot be conquered. He wants to say that I cannot conquer the disease from which I am suffering. But the thing which I can change or bring a change is in myself. I should think positive. If I am positive, definitely the change is going to come. Second paragraph. Now we are going to shift to the third paragraph. Beyond this wrath and tears, in spite of this violence or sufferings or sorrows which I am facing, looms but the horror of the shade, appearance in a threatening way. Here looms means threatening way, appearance in a threatening way. All these things are happening suddenly in my life, and people fear for that. They fear death, but I myself never is going to fear death. I am very positive in my life, and yet the menace of the years, menace means here dhoka, death which has held out menace for years. I am facing this situation since many years. I am facing this troubles in my life from my childhood. Still I am very strong enough. I am very positive to face the situations which are surrounding me. Nobody or any situation or any misery or misfortunes cannot shake me, because I know I rule over my own soul. Find and shall find me unafraid. People are afraid of death. People feel that they don't want to die. people, whenever they feel that death is front of them, they are very afraid. You must have seen cancer patients also. Some of the cancer patients are very positive, very strong enough. They face death very boldly, very challenging one. But some people surrender towards death. In the similar way, William Ernest Henley says that I never would be surrendering myself, because I know I can do it. I can bring a change. Now the fourth paragraph, it matters not how straight the gate is. It does not matter. Yeah, straight means narrow. It doesn't matter how narrow the gate is. Now the gate is of heaven. Even if the gate is very small, I am full confidence that he says that even if the gate is very strong, if the gate is very narrow, I can move through that gate. How charged with punishments and scrolls. He says that I am charged with punishments. I have been punished by God. There is a list of punishments which have been given to me by God. But you may have seen that here the scroll means it is a roll of paper where records are written by God. The positive records are recorded by God, and the negative. Even if there is a list of negative records of mine, I won't be shaken, because the two lines are famous lines, ending lines, concluding lines, which have made the poet very, very famous. I am master of my fate. And master of my fate means I can change my fate. It is me who can bring a change in my fate. Nobody can change the fate of me. It is mine who is going to bring a change in my fate. I am the captain of my soul. You may have seen, you may be knowing that, like a captain, the captain of the ship. Just as the captain navigates the ship to the harbor and brings the ship very safely, without considering or without thinking about the stormy sea. In the similar way, William Ernest Henley says that even I am not going to worry about the storm or difficulties or misfortunes by which I would be surrounded in my life, because I know, he says that I am the captain of my soul. I am going to rule my own soul. I am very firm and like a navigator who brings the ship, like a brave captain navigating his ship in a stormy sea, bringing the ship to the harbor. In the similar way, I'll conduct myself fearlessly. I'll do my duties without fearing, and I am going to conquer, or I am going to rule over my soul. वो कहना चाहते हैं कोई मुझे जीत नहीं सकता, even death नहीं जीत सकती मुझे. The only thing God can give me is circumstances. I cannot put a restriction on the circumstances which God is giving me. But to be positive is in my hands. The things which are in my hand, definitely I can rule over them. The things which cannot be controlled by me should be left to God. But the things which I can control, those things cannot be controlled by anyone, and I can become the master of my fate, and I can become the captain of my soul. Thank you, everybody.